supposed to get a couple more inches, but if this keeps up like this, we might even get more. It's morning time and coffee time. Dub C here, we're back another Survival Saturday. Well, actually it's Thursday, Thanksgiving, but I have a special guest with me now. We got Ryan outdoors, and we are going to do some cold weather camping. Not on ice this time, but I have the Winnerwell Large Stove that I want to try out, and then the TP tent. Now you've seen the preview of those in another video, but I'm going to go ahead and show the setup now. Okay, I got the tent set up. It is a little bit tricky. Once you get the pole inside, kind of support it. Ryan actually held the pole, and we actually staked down the corners, and in trying to find the right position, I think it's best just to take the one position and work yourself around. That way it's equaled out as far as positioning, because if it gets stretched out or like too thin, it messes that up. But it's actually a mountain cattle camping. Got it from Amazon. I'll put a link for it down below. You can check it out. But 13 feet base, and it's easily a 6 foot as far as standing room. It comes with snow skirting as well. We took the leaves and twigs right now. There's supposed to be a snowstorm coming tonight, but weather's been wrong before. But we put leaves and twigs all around the snow skirting to make sure there's no wind coming in. I can tell you it's a huge difference just being inside the tent as far as blocking the wind. So it works great for that. It's got 2 vents on the top. And the vents actually come with a bar that's like a Velcro bar. You can slap it in there and it can vent out, or you can just leave it. This one's actually closed right now, and I have it just laying in there. That way, if you figure, okay, it's going to be pretty cold out, you'd want to seal them both up, but you still want ventilation, you can probably keep one open or both closed, because you can also open the doors. There's also another door on the other side. Now here's the other side where it has the door. I can exit this one if I wanted to. And you see I do have some tape spots where I taped up. Well, I learned a valuable lesson. If you're going to burn stove in a hot tent, don't use punky wood. Punky wood will cause embers. I did a lot of research. That's what found out my problem. I'm thinking, okay, do I need a taller chimney? Was the wind wrong? I mean, don't get me wrong, you're always going to run that risk, but burning punk wood will definitely increase the chance. All right, I'm going to go ahead and just show the setup of the Winnerwell stove. I actually got this off Amazon as well. I got the large, which is overkill for this tent, but I want this large enough where I could do other trips in other tents. I did get the carry bag with it. It's pretty cheap, and I also bought a pipe extension because of the fact that I was burning holes in the tent, so I thought, you know, maybe I need to go taller with the pipe, but that just kind of screws in the top. So, and there's also side pockets. I have ground cover here, which I'm not going to use right now, and then I'll show later, which is this is the water heater. But let's go ahead and get the stove out. So it folds all on itself, nice and tight, and all the pipes go right inside it except for the extra pipe. So it's come standard with the 5, but you just basically put these together, you can lift it right out. Once you get the carrying case out the way, the carrying case has a nice fiberglass bottom. You can just fold these legs out. And there are replacement legs and extensions, so if you want to make it taller, you can. There's a ton of all kinds of accessories with this.
That's a pretty big firebox, too. You said you can fit, what, 18, 19-inch logs in there? Or?
Said it's 18 by 7. Okay. But it also has the turn top right here.
Nice.
So you can cook on it. But go ahead and get it in position. Now, I did buy the Winnerwell mat also, but as you can see, you can like stake it down. It's like silicone fiberglass. It's real lightweight, and it's too big, so I'm probably gonna fold it over because I don't want to smash through it or cause a hole. But inside the actual stove, all the pipes go right inside. Now I'll show you one that actually has the got a spark arrestor in it, and then you can also put the cleaner right in it too. So the cleaner comes in there, and all fits in there, and then you just knock the grate down, and you're ready to go.
Oh, cool.
The first piece that actually goes in is actually got a built-in, what is it? It's called a flue or a dampener. So that'll help control how hot we can burn the fire. And then we can just stick, we got to line it up to the actual stove. We'll get that in a minute. So I got this kind of lined up. Now I can actually use the other door and kind of get that through where I'm lined up best I can and drop that in. Now I got this lined up pretty good. Once everything's in position, it'll be better. We're probably gonna level out the stove as well. One thing I did want to show is the Winnerwell stoves come with a built-in spark arrestor, and they actually are built into the tube. And once you pop this thing out, it actually nests inside the tube. You pull it out, and you can put it right on top of the last piece. And then these are tie downs that we're gonna probably use tonight because it's supposed to get windy, to tie down the chimney so it doesn't tilt in the wind. These are the tie downs that you can use to keep the chimney stabilized, and you just tie them on here. We got almost everything set up, but here's the water attachment. It holds about 3.3 liters. I'm gonna flip this over. You can hook it right here, which I really like having it on the side, and it doesn't evaporate the water. I'll show that. You can actually fill this thing up, and it just sits there hot, and hot enough for hot cocoa, get a freeze-dried main going. But it also, put this out, will nest up here, right on the pipe. And it has the legs right here, it slaps in, so you can have hot water right here as well. And it's just got a valve, you just turn it, so it works out really good. The problem is if you want to fold these up, or if you need more space, then it kind of gets in the way. That's why I like having it on the side. Okay, so we're almost set up. It is starting to rain / sleet right now, so the wood stove set up, we got the cot set up, and now we just gotta get gear inside the tent. All right, looks like we're all set up. We got some firewood collected. We got some fire starter. I actually am going to use some fire starter that was sent in to me from a mystery box from Sean Hack. It's the 8-carton wax. But we're gonna get a fire going and burn some of this wood and get dried up. It can't decide if it wants to rain, snow, or sleet. So it is kind of doing all of that right now, but the tent's holding up, and we're at least staying dry, but now it's time to get warmed up. I'm going to go ahead and light this up and see how long the burn time is. I should just about light the side. It's the first time I've ever used one of these, so I'm not quite sure. But once I get this ignited, I'll throw some tinder on top of it, and hopefully we'll have a fire. And this stuff is wet, so it has to dry out a little bit first, because like I said, it's coming down out there. Okay, that fire starter is working great. It is drying out the wood and then igniting it, so should have a hot fire in just a moment. And the stove does have a glass front, so you can see what's going on inside. Obviously, I got a big fire going in there right now, but I'm trying to get that calmed down and get some hot coals going. Okay, before it gets too hot, I do want to load this with water. I probably should have done it before, but I just open that up, pour water right in here. Okay, it got dark out. Me and Ryan are just chilling in the tent right now. It did snow. It is snowing, but not too heavily right now. We're hoping that a big storm comes in. He just made some hot cider off the water tap. It's really cool. You get, like I said, you get that hot water. It keeps it from boiling, but it just sits there and it's hot enough to make noodles, rehydrate food. In fact, we're actually going to probably eat some meal cool weathers tomorrow. Possibly for breakfast, and I got a Russian ration that he's had bought Russian rations, but he never got the mains, so we might have to try that for lunch tomorrow. And he is going to be drawing the contest winners probably tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. But we're going to hang out, keep the fire stoked. One thing I'm noticing, there's a lot of moisture inside the tent. We got the vents open, but I might have to bust out a fan. Maybe we can draw some of that heat down with the fan and dry out the walls. Okay, it's coming down pretty good out here. Nice and warm in the tent, but just wanted to show some of the snow. It's supposed to get a couple more inches, but if this keeps up like this, we might even get more. Okay, it's bedtime. We're getting ready to hunker down. Snow is flying out there pretty good. It's about 27 degrees Fahrenheit and about 14 degrees with wind chill, but it's going to get it down about 22. It's easily about 80 degrees in here. And then stay tuned. We got some meal cool weathers, some Russian rations, and the winner of the MRA or the mystery boxes. Ryan will be drawing those tomorrow. Other than that, lights out. Morning time and coffee time. Yeah, this thing, I think this thing wasn't supposed to boil it, but it does evaporate some. But it probably depends on the level of heat you get.
Right.
Here's a shot outside the tent. It actually snowed quite a bit last night. Tent did great, but it's time for breakfast. All right, so it's breakfast time, and you see it snowed quite a bit outside. The tent worked great. Me and Ryan were talking. There's a bunch of improvements we could probably do to this tent, as far as like having a double zipper at the top of the doors. That way, because we actually had the door open last night to get some more air in here, because the stove worked fantastic. It definitely kept us warm. But we had 2 vents up top, had them wide open, and we still had to open the door. Well, the door froze, the zipper froze, so we can't really close it right now, which is okay. But if it had a zipper up top, we could just vent it, and then when it got too cold, you just close it. So a couple things, and then he also said some good ideas about putting hooks up top so you can dry your clothes. But it's all things that could be improved, and I may improve them on this tent. But it's breakfast time, and we got some meal cool weathers. I got menu number 2, Oreo chicken spicy with rice. He's got menu number 4, turkey tetrazzini. And then after, probably show up like some of the preparing the meals, we're going to use the hot water off the stove. But this is a bag full of all the names that submitted mystery box in the video. So he'll be drawing 2 names out of this with, and then I'll be getting with the winners and send them a mystery box. This menu, I got the main, which is pretty hearty. I got some nut raisin mix, Ryan's favorite.
Yeah.
And then I have, oh, there's a tropical punch flavored drink. I'm not going to be drinking that because I've had enough tropical punch in my lifetime. We got some apple cinnamon first strike bar. Ryan actually had a good idea putting it right on by the stove to warm that up, because if not, you ain't gonna be able to bite into it. And then I had some cranberry sliced, so that'd be really good. And then we have our spoon and accessory kit. Watching this video and seeing us use this thing like 8 times, it's because I love it. And
Awesome.
just thought it was really cool, and I wanted to have a meal cold weather with it so I could test rehydrating the food. Time to do put some hot water in the main. This is the Oriental style spicy chicken with vegetables and rice. Go ahead and load it up. This thing holds 3.3 liters of hot water when the fire's going, so plenty of water to rehydrate mains and coffee. Okay, I got the cranberry sliced and the nut raisin mix. Well, I like a lot of the trail mixes with cranberries infused, so I'm just going to open up the nut raisin mix, put the cranberries in there to make this easier. All right, so this is the cranberry infused nut raisin mix. It's looking real good. So adding the cranberries to the nut raisin mix gives it a whole nother level. Like I said, it reminds me of the newer trail mixes I've had. It has all the cranberries and almonds in it. But definitely, I wish you could see that combo more often. But I don't see the cranberries and nut raisin mix together that often. Got some fire roasted first strike bars. Best way to get them warm. Another cool thing about this water holder is this handle doesn't get hot. So I can have hot water, take it to, if you want a cup of coffee, if somebody needs something, and just take it off, and then you can put it right back on. The fire roasted first strike bar is ready to go. Things are rock hard when you get them out of the package, but super pliable now and really easy to bite. Like warm apple pie. All right, the main's ready to go. Let's go ahead and give it a shot. I prefer this stuff over takeout. It's actually quite nice. It is a little bit higher in sodium. I can taste the sodium in there. Got a strong soy flavor. The vegetables have a nice bite to them. believe it has water chestnuts in it, and the green beans. All those things held like a crunch to them, and it's got a nice mushroom flavor mixed in. Overall, really fantastic and very hearty for a cold day. Like, I'm already eating it. It's not really spicy, like hot, but it's got a nice seasoning to it. Also, Ryan Outdoors is filming everything in his perspective. It's really cool from like seeing the different angles. So definitely go check his channel out. I'll put a link for down below as well as the video. He actually gave me a good idea. I forgot the accessory kit. There's a hot sauce in there. So I'm gonna throw the hot sauce onto the main, and that is where I'm gonna get my spicy. Now I should get some pretty good heat off it. The heat alone improved the flavor to me. So adding the hot sauce is a big win. But now that we got breakfast in, it's time to see who won the contest. Okay, it's time to see the winners of the contest. I call all the names up that said mystery box inside this bag, and then I'm going to hand it over to Ryan. He's going to pick 2 names, call them out. Those are the names that are going to win. I'll put my email down in the description. Make sure you email me if you're the winner. I'm actually going to pull 3 winners in case one of the 2 doesn't respond back. So I have a backup winner as well. And I may send that third person something anyways. Hey, Ryan's got the bag. He's going to give it a shake, and he'll pull the winners.
All right. Okay, first one is Justin Steele.
Yeah, I'll take it. Justin Steele is the first winner. Let's see if I can focus on that somewhat. Okay, so Justin Steele, make sure you send me an email.
Okay, and second one is Flatch Daddy's Adventure.
Oh, nice. Okay, so the second winner is Flatch Daddy's Adventure Vault. He has an awesome channel too. I like how he goes out in the desert with his truck and does some overnights.
Check out channel. Do you want me to pull a...
And then the third one, go ahead and pull a third one. This is the backup winner. So
All right, this is the backup winner. So if these ones don't answer, Jeff Discared. I'm probably slaughtering your name, but there's your name.
all right, there it is. So Jeff, go ahead and contact me just in case. And like I said, make sure that everybody contacts. The first winner is Justin Steele. Second winner is Flatch Daddy Adventure. And then third one is Jeff Discared. I think it's how it's pronounced. Thank you, Ryan, for pulling the winners.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, congrats to who all won the contest. Make sure and send an email to me down below if you won, and we'll get together and see if you want MREs or survival gear. But as far as this trip, we want to do a quick recap. It was an awesome way to test a tent. We actually started out in the rain, ended up with a snowstorm, got about 2 to 4 inches of snow. Got a really good test for this tent. There's a lot of things I would improve on it, but as far as working, it did the job. We stayed warm. It's probably the first, beside the cuboid, first time I've slept in like a hot tent or outside and didn't wake up being too cold. So the stove did excellent. I love the water heater. A lot of great things there. And then having meal cold weathers was perfect because it's cold weather. It was another great trip, and it's kind of impromptu. Like I said, me and Ryan got together last minute. He was coming into Michigan. Figured it was a good time to get together to do some camping. But that's all I got now. So thanks for watching. Have a great day.